Hey you guys, it's Legendary Narwhal back again, and today showing you the fight for Garajal the Spiritbinder, 10-man normal Mogu Shan vaults. So let me find him right quick in here. Raids, Pandaria, that wasn't what I wanted, I'm an idiot. Raids, Mogu Shan vaults, sorry. Garajal the Spiritbinder. So the footage for this is not the best. Again, this is from a while ago. This is from around the same time that I recorded the Fang fight footage. I had forgotten to hit record near the beginning, and we had done so many attempts on him that, you know, I never knew when we would get a kill. So I'm over here just recording a fight and then deleting it right afterwards if it isn't a kill, and etc, etc. And then the one that I didn't record at the beginning, I remembered to key in halfway through. We downed him. And again, this is one of the first times downing him. We have him on kill much more reliably now. We haven't failed on him in several weeks. So this is back from when we were having some trouble. One thing that I am going to make sure to post in the video description below is a mod that our raid leader has installed that basically you can set up a priority system that will handle the Spirit Realm totems for you. It'll project a raid warning onto everyone's screen and put markers above 3 people's heads saying, hey, you, and you, get in the totem. So this takes into account voodoo dolls and everything. It's pretty good. We use it all the time now for Garajal, and it's been accurate basically every time. Sometimes it'll want the one who just came out to go back in, so it'll say this, and this, delay totem by, and give you a certain time, like 13 seconds or something like that. But it basically just calls out names based on the priority system that you yourself set up. So if you know that there's going to be people doing a lot of DPS, you can arrange them higher in the priorities. If you have one healer that isn't all that great, you can arrange them very low in the priorities. And in this way, you have a pretty good chance of good people getting in. And since it's a mod, it's an instantaneous thing. So it's not like a totem drops and then you need to quickly decide who's going to go in and who's not going to go in. Because you can kind of do this stuff beforehand and set up groups to go in and out of the spirit phase, but that doesn't often work just because voodoo dolls are so random. That's just what makes this mod so good. So here you are. Without further ado, as usual, this is the Guild Archangel, Mogu Shan Vault's 10-man normal, and this is Garajal the Spiritbinder, starting from about half of his HP. See you guys in a bit.
Time. Next banishment is coming in.
Didn't know what you're talking about.
Next voodoo dolls are up. Any cooldowns you guys have to help out your healer or anything vice versa. Finish up in the spirit realm and get back out. Next totem is coming. Those marked, make sure you pop out and get back to.
Ooh, why are you taunting him with that higher? Oh, slow down.
There's only 2 people in this totem. I don't know where our 3rd person is.
Hell, get to it.
Marked Val, but he was trying to get in.
Hell, make sure you spam heal yourself too for the buff, man.
Alright.
Next totem is up. Those marked, get to it. Those in there, get ready to roll back out and keep hitting the boss. Come on.
Banishment.
Get to the totem quickly. Hell, you're going back in. Wait for banishment. Wait for banishment on that last totem. Val, switch it up with
voodoo. Val. I'm in.
Good.
Make it quick, you guys. We're at 37. Next totem is up. Heal up quickly and switch back out. Step out quick. Or when you guys hit full, get out. We're sending another. Val, come back in.
Just barely missed it.
That's okay.
Don't worry.
It's alright. No one even went at that time. This is gonna be the last totem we take coming up.
25.
Whoever is marked, you guys are gonna stay in for the full duration. You will kill as many ads as you can. We are almost at 20%.
23%.
When
22%.
totem, those fuck it, ignore it. We're gonna need to ignore it. We're gonna hit frenzy. Pop heroism, please, and hit him as hard as you got. Come on, you guys, really burn him here. Everything you guys have as a cooldown, use it. Remember your damage reductions, anything along those. Keep going. Next totem is coming up. We still have to ignore it. Banishment is coming. Never mind, it doesn't even banish anymore. Keep it up, you guys.
2, 1.
Oh god, he hit
And down!
Nice job, everybody.
Nice, second
That's what I
try.
call decent DPS.
Okay, so there you go. That is Garajal the Spiritbinder, 10-man normal Mogu Shan vaults, and we, again, like I said before, we kind of have him basically on handle now. The only things that I would say people should kind of be aware of, and this kind of threw us for a little bit because we weren't aware of it, when you're trying to measure how good people are at this fight, like DPS would be a very good example, you can't use recount or really any other mod to measure that, as far as I'm aware, because all of those go based off of the in-game's combat log, I believe, and the problem with it is when I'm DPSing the boss, this is just an example, when I'm DPSing the boss and everybody else is there with me, it's recording everyone's DPS, so it's measuring me accurately. Now, when I go into a totem and I'm in the spirit realm, the only DPS numbers that get tracked are myself and the 2 people that came in with me. Maybe a tank as well, if there happens to be a tank in there at the time handling their own banishment phase. So basically recount, SCADA, whatever you use to measure damage down here, it's not going to be accurate. So you need to take that, anything that you see here, with a grain of salt, because if you see someone doing very low DPS, that probably just means that you were going in a lot of totems and they weren't, or they were going in a lot of totems and you weren't. Most of the time, and this is, you can ask pretty much anyone this and look this up probably in a lot of places, your damage done is probably going to be the highest or the second highest, because it's going to be measuring your damage all the time, and it's not going to be measuring everyone else's damage all the time. So really the only accurate comparison would be if you and somebody went in all of the same totems, and even then you would have to enter and you would have to leave at about the same time. You would have to hit your buttons simultaneously so that you both got thrown out, so that one person wasn't DPSing outside, one wasn't inside, and things like that. But boss is not hard. He's really not. You just have to make sure that you have the DPS to kill ads inside during those phases. You really need to make sure that that ad area is clean, because by the time he frenzies at 20%, you cannot go in anymore. You simply can't afford to. He doesn't spawn any more totems. It is possible to go in when he frenzies, because there may be totems that you have left. Indeed, you shouldn't really be taking totems necessarily the second that they spawn all of the time. There are going to be occasions where you're going to want to hang on to a totem for a little while just because you just had a group of people go in there and they reported that they killed like every single ad in there. Then you may as well just get more uptime on the boss, because if you go into that spirit realm, you're just going to take yourself off the boss and sit there and do nothing. Maybe 1 or 2 ads will spawn, but that'll be it. So it is important to keep that area very cleaned out, but if it is cleaned out, you can kind of delay a little bit, because you do need to get a lot of uptime on the boss. Garajal is basically the DPS check for this dungeon. If you can handle that, then you can handle Spirit Kings for sure, which is the fight immediately following. Elagon is in his own class. Elagon, personally, I feel is even harder than Will of the Emperor, and is also harder than some of the fights in Heart of Fear as well. So Elegon can be very challenging, but if you can do Garajal, then you're pretty much guaranteed a 4 out of 6 clear rate of this place reliably, because Spirit Kings, whose video is going to be coming up shortly, probably within the next 2 days, Spirit Kings is not that hard. It's really not. But Garajal can be tough. When you don't have gear, Garajal can be tough. As soon as you start gearing out from this place, though, you're not going to have any issues. And that's really it. Again, these are not guide videos. These are simply me posting kills, and if we do have any problems or anything, then I talk about those. Not really anything to talk about on Garajal, because honestly, he doesn't really have any mechanics to speak of. There are voodoo dolls that share the tank's damage, and there are people that end up going into the spirit realm to kill ads. And that's the fight, really. There's only 2 things that kind of happen, and you just need to be able to burn him. And that's it. So, Spirit Kings, there will be a lot more to talk about. Spirit Kings is made up of 4 separate bosses, all of which have their own abilities, some of which will persist through all of the other phases as the fight goes on and on and on. So, Spirit Kings will have a lot more to talk about, but Garajal, not so much. So, for now, this has been Legendary Narwhal, and I'll see you guys next time. And grats to all of you. Grats.